Come in. Hello. Come on in. My name's Dr. Calm. Yeah, you can just hang that there, that's fine. When you're ready, just come on over. Lovely. Well, it's really nice to meet you. I believe that you're a new face here at the surgery. Lovely. Have you recently moved to the area? Oh, okay. Yeah, it was sad about that closing. Yeah, we are absorbing quite a lot of their patients now. Yeah. Okay then, well, because you are a new patient, we do ask, just as a routine, for anyone signing on to us to come in and have a full physical examination. And of course, this is the perfect opportunity for you to discuss any concerns you may be having. So it's just a nice little way to have a chat, get everything on record, and I'm sure everything will be fine. You look like you're in very good health. Excellent. Okay then, well, the nurse would normally do this first section, but as I mentioned, we've been absorbing some new patients, so I will be carrying out the whole shebang today, as it were. Okay, so let's get started then. So very basics to begin with. Could you please confirm for me your full name, including any middle names? Yep. Great, okay. And now your date of birth. No, absolutely. I know that the receptionist took these basic details, but I like to have them on my own personal records so I can update my own files. Okay, great. Could you please let me know your current address? Yeah. Oh, I have a friend who lives near there. Yeah, the other end though. Yeah, actually, I'm a fellow doctor. That is the one. Small world. Okay then, now we do send out, this is only once a month, but saying that, we do also send out emails just in case we need to let you know about any changes to your prescriptions and stuff like that. So would you be happy to receive our monthly newsletter and any updates via email? You would? Okay then, could I take your email address? Yep. Oh, don't worry, we get so many people who come in and they've got their old kind of school email address, as it were. I know. I only changed mine a couple of years ago. I know. Yep, Okay, great. Alright then. Now, that is the basics out the way. And now we're going to move on to the medical history. Okay, so this is just talking about yourself, anything in your family, so it's nice and simple. Okay, so you happy for me to go ahead with the questions? Wonderful. Okay, so firstly, these are just very basics. Do you smoke? Have you ever smoked? Okay, good. Okay, how many times would you say you exercise in a week? Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, between 2 to 4. And are they actual exercise sessions in a gym? Do you take a class? Running. Okay, great. Is that a solo run, or are you a member of one of these park clubs? Oh, down on the green. Yeah, that's a lovely place to run. No, that's really nice. Okay, great. Are you a member of a gym out of interest? Not at the moment. Okay, that's fine. Now, diet-wise, are you quite healthy? Are we getting those fruits and vegetables in there? Yeah, I understand, and honestly, it can be really difficult. It can be. Sometimes, even I don't get them in. Yeah. I think especially with lots of convenience foods, it can be hard. One thing I do recommend though, as a sort of an easy way to get in your fruit and veg, especially your veg, is if you're having a ready meal that you've bought from a shop, or even, occasionally a takeaway, just add as a side some fresh veg. It could be some steamed broccoli, some green beans, maybe some kale, just something, just add it in. You could stir it into pasta dishes, anything like that. Oh, you're very welcome. Call me a chef as well. Okay, great. So, could do with some work on the diet, but generally not too bad. Great. Okay, so now more onto the history part. So, do you or anyone in your family have a history of anything like heart disease, lung disease? Okay. Any other illnesses? Okay. What side was that? Father's. Okay. When was the last time you have had your eyes tested in that case? Okay, that's fine. Not too long ago, that's right. Okay, and are you currently on any form of medication? Yeah. And how long have you been on that? Okay, so that's just for migraines. Okay. Right. Anything else? Okay, when did you injure yourself? Yeah? How are you feeling now? It's improved. Okay, that's good. They've probably had a chance to work into the system. Yeah. Okay, well, what I would say then is, as you seem to have had an improvement with using those, continue for maybe another month, then just gradually wean yourself off them until you're eventually off them. Okay? Absolutely, yeah. Have you got a repeat for those? That's fine. Lovely. Okay. Now, generally speaking, do you feel well? Yep. Okay. No, you know what? Honesty is the best policy. If you don't feel well, and that could be mentally or physically, always a good idea to tell me. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's the trouble with life today. It can be particularly stressful. Sometimes I do wish we could go back to times where technology wasn't so far advanced, but I guess it helps us in so many ways as well, but can definitely stress us out. Yeah. Sleeping, that's the trouble, isn't it, as well? When you are struggling with stress, sometimes, you can have difficulty sleeping as well. we're going to loop back to that if you don't mind, okay? But I want you to rest assured that it is normal to feel stressed. It's something that everybody feels, and with that you can have things like anxiety, even depression, so that's completely normal, okay? But we'll discuss that more towards the end, if that's all right. Not a problem. Okay. Now, anything else bothering you, any part of the body at all? Okay, good. So, let's move on then to the physical part of the examination. Now, if you wouldn't mind, you can just see the curtain just there. Now, there is a gown behind there, some hooks just to hang up your clothes. If you wouldn't mind changing into that, it would just make the examination just a little bit easier. You won't have to be lifting tops up and stuff like that. Yeah, if you could remove those. Yeah, I've seen it all before, trust me, alright? Okay, so if you wouldn't mind just doing that now, okay? Okay, so... Right. Sorry, do you have an allergy to latex? No, it's just the gloves, that's all. Okay. No, that's fine. That's fine. I'll use the non-latex ones just in case. Where are they? Okay. So powder free. Yeah, you can just leave them on the chair. That's fine. Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. You don't have to tie it up. It's fine. All right. Oh, I know, it's breezy. Alright, just position yourself back here. Okay, so just for hygiene, alright. So, what we're going to do then is we're going to start at the top and work our way down. Alright, so to start off with then, I'm just going to start with a basic examination of the face. Okay, so I'll come a little bit closer, and I won't lie to you, this is mainly to do with observation. Okay, so I'm just having a look. If you feel a bit uncomfortable, you can always look behind me. Okay, just have a look. Just observing the skin. Okay. Can I just ask, have you got anything on your face at all? No, it's fine. It's just I know there are a lot of men out there who, and I rather like this, who are getting into the whole sort of male makeup, taking care of themselves and things like that. So I do have to ask men now as well if they have anything on their face. You're just blessed with great skin then. I'm very jealous. All right. Okay, skin looks fine. We've got a tiny little bit of redness around here. Just here. it's a little bit inflamed. I'll have a look in your ears. Tell me if you've got a little bit of an infection or a cold. Okay, that's probably just sinus inflammation there. Have you been taking anything for that? Yeah, no, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Now you can get some nasal sprays. They work quite well as well. Okay, so the rest of the face looks fine. Let's feel under those glands. Yeah, little tiny bit swollen. So I'd say you have a mild cold, perhaps. Okay. Let me take a look in those ears. I think it's probably the best idea. Okay. So let's have a little look. Okay. Do you have a little bit of a wax build up? Okay. Let's check the other side. Okay, so this side isn't looking as bad. Can't see any signs of damage or too much inflammation there, so I think that's fine. Okay, great. Have you ever had your earwax removed? Not professionally, no. I just wonder, this ear, there is a little bit of a build-up, and actually the funny thing about earwax is it can cause a number of issues, and one of them being balance. I notice you're just slightly off balance, and that can be a subtle cause of that. Yeah, it kind of puts your equilibrium off. So I may send you to our ENT specialist. All right, but no major cause for concern. It's a simple procedure. All right. So now I'd like to have a look in your mouth. Okay, get a little torch. Okay, so just let's have a little look. Just say "ah" for me. And again. Okay, there's a little bit of redness in the back of the throat as well, but that sort of ties up with what we've been seeing elsewhere. Okay, and lastly, let's have a look in those eyes. I know you mentioned a family symptom, so let's just take a look. Okay, sorry, this will be a little bit bright. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's see this. Okay, interesting. If anything, I would say the eyes look a little bit red and possibly slightly dry. Now, I should have asked, it's my bad. Do you currently wear glasses? Is that just for the screen work? Yeah, okay. You mentioned that you'd gone to the opticians around, 7 months ago? Okay. Now it would be unusual perhaps to see a major change in such a short space of time. However, our eyes do change and we're all different, so I would perhaps recommend popping back there and just getting a second opinion, because sometimes the redness in the eyes and the dryness can be caused by strain, and either that means you're not wearing your prescription glasses enough, or you're not taking enough breaks from the screen, or you're not wearing them at all, or they are the wrong prescription. Okay, so just to rule out if they're the wrong prescription or not, I'd just like you to pop back there and just say, you know, I've been for my physical exam, say my eyes look a bit red, look a bit dry, could you take another look? Fab. You are a very well organised man. I like it. I like it. So I just want to do a couple more eye tests actually, if that's all right with you. So let's take first the old Snellen chart. Now you'll probably recognise this. Okay, let me get my pen. Okay, so looks like this. Yeah, great. So start at the top then. Do you know what? I have forgotten to tell you to pop your hand over one eye, and you've already done it. Clever. So, cover one eye. Thank you. And let's start from the top. Okay. In your own time, it's fine. Great. Lovely. And any from here? Oh. Well, you flew through those. Fantastic. Alright, should we try the other side? Great. So, starting from the top again, please, sir. Do you mind me calling you sir, or would you prefer me to call you by your first name? You quite like sir. I like sir as well. Sounds sort of, I don't want to say old-fashioned, but you know what I mean? It sounds just, it's just nice and polite, isn't it? Yes, sir, madam. Yeah, why not? Sorry, let's get back to it. So, starting from the top, please, sir. Well done. Next line. Next line. Great, and last line. Wow, you are a very impressive man. Well done. Let me just make a couple of notes before we move forward. Okay, so you're done. And check. We're going to follow that up with the ENT specialist. Throat is only slightly inflamed. We have the slight redness in the eyes and the dryness, and the recommendation to revisit eye care specialist. Dot marks for Snellen chart. Do you currently use any eye drops at all? You don't? Okay, because to be honest with you, the redness and the dryness can actually be pretty much controlled and managed just with the drops. Yeah, ones you can pick up. Yeah, they will normally say either dry eyes or moisturising drops. Anything that has a good amount of lubrication in it. Yeah, literally, I would say when you're using a screen every hour, to be honest, when you're not 2-3 times a day. I normally put them in myself when I wake up, because I normally wake up with quite dry eyes, often from scrolling through my phone the night before. And then I'll use it midday. Maybe if I've been outside and it's been quite windy, my eyes can get quite dry. And then again at the end of the day. Yeah, definitely. It's a good idea to definitely try that. Yeah. Although I imagine you would look great with glasses, if you don't mind me saying so, sir. Yeah, you've got a really strong jawline. I like what's going on. I can see you with glasses. No, I think it's a really good look. I like it. Okay, so let's just do a quick, very quick colour test. So this is to check for colour blindness. So all I need you to do, you can use both eyes for this. Could you just identify the numbers within these coloured circles, okay? So starting over here and working our way like this. Okay, coming down here. Yeah, this one. Okay, and lastly this one. Okay, so the only one you got wrong was this one. So you said 28 instead of 29, but I'll let you off. I'll give you a pass as you did so well with that other chart. Let me just make a quick note of that. Okay. Do your eyes generally feel okay? Because of the headaches, yeah. Well, just because of that family condition, it's good to monitor things a little more regularly. For eye tests, I would say normally, well, once a year ideally, but if you have an eye issue every 6 months, maybe worth having a check. Yeah. Okay, great. So let's move on to the rest of the examination. So I'm just going to ask you to turn around. Okay, now I'm just going to be checking for any moles, anything that looks a little bit unusual. Okay, so turn around for me. Okay, let's just move the gown like that. Okay, let's have a little look here. So looking across the shoulder area. It's okay. Do you have any birthmarks or existing moles that you're aware of? Just on your... Oh, yeah, I can see. Let's have a little look. Yeah, that feels normal. It's always a good idea just to keep a little record of any moles or even freckles that you're aware of, and then you can just monitor their shape. It's normally shape, size and colour, and obviously if you get a mole that starts to bleed and things like that. Okay, let's have a look. Looks fine. Okay, down the legs. Fine. Great. Okay. Right, and you mentioned with your injury it was a problem around the lower back. Do you mind if I just have a little feel? I'll be very, very gentle. Okay. Now you tell me exactly where the spot is when I hit it. Well, metaphorically speaking. Okay. Let's have a look. Just here. How does that feel? Yeah, I can feel it's a little bit tender, but that's quite normal for the type of injury. I imagine there was much more swelling around that area. Yeah, I can see that's gone down. There's nothing on the surface that concerns me either. I just carry on with what you're doing, are you applying ice to it or heat? Heat, okay. I would try and mix that up. So try and I always recommend, ideally if you can, apply heat first thing. Kind of warms up your body, just relaxes it a little bit so you can start to go about your day. As you're going through your day, you can get a little bit of wear and tear, so that's when it's good to then use ice, okay? So heat at the start of the day, ice at the end of the day, I think is the best method, but alternating between the two is often the best way to deal with injuries like this. Yeah, just use a hot water bottle. Don't ever boil the water, just, you know, nice and warm. Yeah, you can actually get those Wheatie bags that go in the microwave. Yeah, they can be quite handy actually. All right, anyway, let me do up this gown for you. Okay, and turn back around. All right. I know. Well, there you go. There you go. All right. Let's do the same on the front. Okay, so I'm just going to ask you to move down the top portion. Let me help you. There we go. Okay, so again, same thing, looking for any skin abnormalities. Just have a little look. Shut down the arms. Okay, looks fine. Now what I'm going to do next, I'm just going to press on your abdomen. Okay, just feel that everything feels normal underneath. Just do let me know if anything feels uncomfortable. Just okay. Good. So now we're just going to have a little listen to those lungs. So I'm just going to need you to just breathe in and out, just nice and deeply for me. Okay? Lovely. Could you just turn around for me as well? Thanks. And could you just cough just slightly? And again. And again. Once more. And turn back round. Okay, let's just make a couple of notes. So, no unusual moles. Mole examination. Tick. Abdomen check. Normal. Okay, lungs. Good. Breathing good. Do you find yourself getting unusually out of breath after exercise or during? No. Okay, good. Alright then, so now I'd like to check your blood pressure. Okay, so let me just get this. Alright, so I'm sure you've seen one of these before. Okay, so let's wrap this around your arm and just see the table just there, just sort of rest on it. That's fine. Let's put this around you. Great. Okay, and we a little dial just here. It's going to tell me what your blood pressure is. Okay then, just nice and calm, deep breathing. I know it can become quite tight. Let's just keep going. Okay. Okay, let's just remove that. Good. And pop this back over here. Okay, so that's completely normal. Oh, well, that is literally basically the same. Yeah. Okay, good. Good, you're taking care of yourself. Some men can, perhaps not be as diligent with their health. That's not a sexist thing. That is just a general thing. Some men can be a little bit, scared or put off coming to the doctors, but it's always good to keep on top of things. So now the next portion of the exam, I'm going to change my gloves, get a nice fresh pair. Now I'm sure you may be aware potentially of what's coming next. Okay, that's the one. So this is just actually to check for sign of a hernia. Okay, so I'm just going to have a little feel, and it's going to be really quick. As I say, seen it all before, felt it all before. Okay, nothing to be embarrassed about. Very, very normal. So let's get these on. I've got a new box of these gloves. I have to say, they are quite tight. They are. They're fine once you get them on, but let's. There we go. One. Let's get the other one on. Okay. Have you had this examination done before? You have. Okay. You're going to be a pro at it then, clearly. Okay then, sir. So, if you don't mind, I'm going to just go underneath your gown for a moment, and what I'd like to do is I'm just going to have a little feel, just check everything feels normal. Okay, then I'm going to ask you to just turn your head to the side and just cough for me. Okay, lovely. I'll tell you when to do that. Okay, so let's do that now. Have you had any problems in this area at all? Okay, to put it kind of simply, everything functioning as it should? Okay, great. Any changes at all? Obviously, you can just let us know. Nothing to be embarrassed about. Okay, then if you'd like to just turn your head to the side and just do a cough for me. Okay, and again. Okay, great. Lovely. That was nice and quick, wasn't it? Okay, everything seems normal. Alright, so let's just add that in to the notes. Oh, that's the secret, you see. Warm gloves makes people more relaxed. Okay then, well, that is your physical examination almost over. Alright, I should have done this at the beginning, but as I say, the nurse normally does this bit, so I nearly forgot. But as you can see, just over there, we have our height and our weight machine. Now I can see the little reader on the top there, so I'll leave you to your own devices. If you could make your way over there and just step on, please. Alright. Yep, that's fine. Okay so the reading of the height is, just stay there a second. Okay, and the weight, yeah, just relax. Okay, great. And step back off for me. Lovely. Well, that height and weight ratio gives you a normal BMI, I can tell you. You, my friend, are done. You are. How was that for you? Yeah? I know, it can be a little bit daunting, especially coming into a new practice, seeing a new doctor. Good. Well, listen, I've got no causes for concern with anything that I've seen today. Now, your general kind of a little bit under the weather, a little bit of a cold thing, I'm just going to recommend rest, water, don't overexert yourself with exercise, just allow the body to heal, okay? Some doctors will sort of hand out antibiotics for things like this, and unless you really can't fight it off of your own immune system, I don't like to do it. Okay, so you're happy to just take it easy? Sounds all right? Yeah. Okay, now the other thing was, let me see where I made a note of it. Oh yes, you're going to go and get your eyes checked again. Yeah, I would recommend the drops though as well, regardless of whether you go back and see them. Okay, and there was one more thing I feel like. Oh, the ear thing. That was it, the ear thing. I'll update all your systems on our file, okay? I'm going to put a little note on there for the specialist to get in touch with you, okay? Well, it will be their office, but they'll get in touch with you, just arrange an appointment. It's very standard, very routine, okay? Great. Now, based on everything today, do you have any questions at all? We recommend for something like this once a year. And of course, if anything changes, so if you have an accident, if you become very unwell, even things like change of address, telephone number. I don't actually think I have that. I know our reception will, but could I just take your best contact number? Great. Oh, yeah. Perfect. Okay then, so no questions. Lovely. Well, I really appreciate you coming in. I am going to let you get changed, okay? Oh, you are most welcome. No, absolutely, and as I say, I'm always here, whatever the problem, big or small. Okay? Not a problem. Now I'm actually just going to pop out of the room. I've got somebody coming in a moment. I need a piece of equipment. Okay? So I'll leave you to get changed. Alright? So you just leave when you're ready. Yep. That's all. Okay? Alright then. Yeah, I know. Well, you never know. I may be seeing you sooner. I mean, hopefully not. Hopefully you stay well. Alright? So stay well. Okay? I'll see you next year. Alright.